Alright, you already know what it is. It's your man Nino Bless. I got my dude
Aak baby.
Cuban flag in the back because we
broadcasting live from Cuba.
Shout out to Tupac. Alright, so rookies versus vets card, man. Let's see.
Who's on the list?
Snow versus Real Deal. Battle.
That's a great battle.
It is.
That's a great battle.
Is it because they're white? Are they white? Is it Snow white? Yeah, okay.
No, I think Real Deal's half Cuban.
Snow's Cuban.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go.
That makes sense.
Alright, let's go.
Real Deal's gonna slaughter that boy.
Yeah.
I fuck with Snow, but
yeah.
he lost the what's the man's name? The battle that got him popping. The tall nigga, light skin.
Hey, save us over here. Who did Snow battle? The dude that beat him.
Anyway.
Okay.
I think Real Deal's gonna win.
Yeah, I think Real Deal's gonna beat him just because Real Deal, you know, has experience, and you're gonna hear that said a lot of times here through this whole entire event. Yeah, I got Real Deal off experience, and I don't know, man. Real's just the type of, out of all these vets, you know what I mean? We're gonna go through all the names. Out of all these vets, I think Real Deal is the most seasoned, and his style is the worst for a guy coming up. That's just my take on it.
No pun intended. Real Deal's probably gonna be the most prepped.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I believe that
he's going to be. He's not going to give him no easy routes. The thing about Real Deal is that some of these other vets don't have. He never took a day off. So when he went into bumblefuck West Hell America to battle who the fuck ever, he gave him the same Real Deal.
He's battled all over the world, and he's been consistent. I mean, he's coming off the Ilmac battle, which a lot of people think he lost. So I think he's gonna have a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. I got Real Deal taking that. That's a good matchup. Great style clash.
I want to see that.
There. That's a good look for you all.
They selling me with that one right.
The next battle we gonna get into John the Don versus Prep.
Versus Prep.
Yeah.
I know Prep is nice with it. This nigga John. That's a good matchup, man. I don't know.
Prep has a line, man, that just fucked me up. He said, he told Dot, you from you brought best style with you, and I honor that. I bought a 42-seater, first nigga in Brooklyn Dodger cap or some shit. It's a great line. Prep is one of those new age cats that just like, he has like what the Chilla Jones is, the whole scheming aspect of it, but he kicks those punchlines that Conceited would say. He's like a hybrid of a lot of guys, and I was talking to Hollow about him, and we think like he's one of those guys that if he could incorporate like the new age style and get experience in this, that he can literally be elite within the next year or two.
But see, John just might come in one of them, you know what I mean? Say it twice, you ain't saying it right performances, and just smash the whole shit. So I think I'm leaning towards John, but I want to see that.
John doesn't step up against the younger guys. He kind of takes off to me. You know what I mean? Like against competition that he needs to rise to, he'll step up, he'll show up. But the guys that he's given a shot to, you know what I mean? He doesn't really. He kind of takes off a bit. But that's an interesting matchup. I think Prep is gonna come in and he's going for John's head. John better come with it, or he's trying to go off with his head.
John's gonna take that line you just said, and do it his way.
That's fucked up. Shout outs to John, but who do you got winning that battle?
I'm leaning towards the 2 John nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Is it a good matchup?
That's a good matchup.
Okay.
That's a good matchup.
Personally, I would have liked to see aye-verb and Prep, but that's a good matchup. Okay. Next matchup is the Saga versus Shotgun Suge.
Style clash of the century. That like Suge been involved in a few style clashes. He didn't do. He was looking a little shaky, baby, against Sharon. You know what I mean? I don't think Shotgun Suge is a style clash ass nigga, but the Saga, I think he's gonna have he's a thoughtful writer. You know what I'm saying? You could tell like he wants to get his message across. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
He wants to get his message across. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Shotgun's gonna let him know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If Shotgun doesn't choke, I think he could do the street shit that would like diminish whatever the Saga's trying to say.
I'm all about a positive message. In fact, like one of the reasons I haven't battled yet is because like the one little negative aspect with battling is I don't like the fact that people dehumanize people. I thought Lux was refreshing, like it's all consistent dehumanizing, and it's not a lot of uplifting. I thought Lux added something new to the game. I love the Saga's approach, but I think this is the worst matchup possible for him. He's battling the worst guy who will say anything to him, and he just off shock value, it doesn't have to have skill here. I think Suge is just really gonna fucking have an amazing performance here.
I'm leaning towards Suge. I feel like
this might be the best matchup that URL kind of came up with. Shout outs to URL, man. This is
shout outs to the matchmaker. But that's what I'm saying. Even though Suge lost his other fucking styles clash, I feel like if he comes prepared, if he comes with the fucking bars memorized, he's gonna say some extra ignorant shit that's gonna make people forget about Saga's message. I'm leaning Suge.
Now, Chess versus DNA. This is an interesting matchup because can Chess get in the venue? I think he's like 15 years old. This kid is really fucking young, but it's an interesting matchup, and why I like the style matchup is because DNA came in really young. How old was DNA when he came in Grind Time?
15, 16?
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Grind Time and Direct. Yeah, so this is an interesting matchup because it's like DNA at one point was that young high school kid and Grind Time representing, and now Chess is the new age young kid. He's probably like, you know, if he's still in high school, he's probably like a junior in high school.
True.
So this is an interesting matchup. I don't know, man. DNA hasn't been coming with it lately. I mean, you were at Blackout. What did you think about his performance?
I thought he got washed.
Yeah, he's not taking his performances too serious, and I just can't see a guy who didn't take Ilmac seriously, I forgot who he battled prior to Ilmac, but he didn't take that one. Drone, he didn't. I mean, and I know that was short notice. He hasn't really been taking his matchups too seriously. I can't see him coming with great material against Chess. I think this is an actual a matchup that actually favors the young kid Chess, man.
But can he out? I feel like Chess might not be able to outperform DNA.
No. You're not going to outperform DNA when you're freaking 16, 17. The DNA's been on stages all over the world. I think, you know, DNA has an idea of what to do to get reactions, but I think the crowd's going to be cheering for these young kids.
Yeah.
People are going to be at this spot hoping that these young kids do good. This is the future, you know what I mean? So we'll see. This is a good matchup.
DNA is the king of the cherry pick. He'll take the layup. Like, you know what I mean? If you give him an easy target, he's going to hit that target every time. So I feel like Chess's age is going to be punchline central because since when does DNA ever get to battle somebody younger than him? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like I've been picking all the vets, but I'm leaning towards DNA.
Okay. You mean you've been picking it? Okay, got you. Next matchup, K-Shine versus Mr. Wavy, who stole Direct's alter ego name, Wavy Davy.
Ain't nothing wavy about it. If they set up this whole battle just so K-Shine can say that line again, I want to shake the hand of the man that did it. Yeah. But
it's a good matchup, by the way. Good matchup.
Very good matchups. I like K-Shine. I feel like the best K-Shine ever did is, I think it was either Rich Dollars or one of them niggas. And they had the little one-off, and they was standing in the URL, and they was in the window and shit. Who was that? You know?
I know who you're talking about.
This was one of K-Shine's first battles.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He won me over in that battle. Yeah. I was like, this nigga got it. And since he did the Professor K-Shine shit, he showed he was creative and all that shit. I fuck with K-Shine heavy. Mr. Wavy, I'm not gonna lie, baby. I haven't seen too much from him.
I see Mr. Wavy battle. He's actually a good performer for one of the best performers out of the rookies, and he's good, man. He's got good swag. He's got a good presence. I think this is all K-Shine.
K-Shine?
Yeah, I think K-Shine this is all him right here. You know what I mean? K-Shine just he likes to battle these guys. These guys that he's giving a shot to. He likes to be a little bit more over aggressive and showcase his personality. I think he's gonna do everything that Wavy hasn't seen before, and Shine knows what to do. And not just that, and I hate to say this, you got Mook in your corner, you got Rex in your corner. These are some of the biggest battle vets who are going to give you a little bit of advice of, bully him with your experience. I think Shine's going to take advantage of the things that make him idiosyncratic and bring the good quality. And yeah, and I said it, idiosyncratic, that's a word. Sure. And it brings out the good qualities in him. He's definitely going to go in there. Shout out to Young Storm. And I think Shine gets this, man. I think Shine's going to 3-0 him. I don't even think it's going to be close.
You bring up a good point about who's in Shine's corner. Right. Because, I got to spend a few hours with this nigga Rex. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rex. And those Dot Mob niggas, they eat that battling shit. Like, they live and breathe that shit. Like, that shit is not a game for them. So Rex is the type of nigga, like, he may have an off day or two, but he's the type of nigga that's going to try to bring it every time because they want to win. Right. It's not like they're not playing around. They want to win. So I think
Shine's presence is going to be too much for him. So we're going to go over the next battle, which is probably the co-main event of the evening. And knowing URL, that's in the morning. I'm just fucking around. aye-verb versus Briz Rothstein. Now, you like Briz.
I like Briz.
Okay, I'm a huge aye-verb fan.
Are you?
And I think aye-verb has one of the top 3 to 5 pen games in battle rap history. Yeah. When he comes with it.
When he comes with it.
I don't know if he's gonna come with it against Briz, and that's what makes this a compelling matchup to me. And I think that Briz is ready for something like this. I would have liked to see Prep versus Verb. I think that would have been a better style matchup, but I think Briz is ready for this.
You know how you know immediately if aye-verb took it seriously or not? Is the amount of bars he says per second. Like if he's talking about, Briz, what you got that I don't got? You know what I'm saying? Like when he takes too much time in between the lines, you could tell he wasn't really trying. When he comes with that cars flip, engine rise, every time he hits it like that, that means he really took it seriously.
Right.
I think he's going to have to take Briz seriously in order to win. I don't think he will.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that Briz can't beat aye-verb at his best, because we haven't seen Briz at his best. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think if he comes with it, with that aggressiveness and that rawness and that grittiness, I gotta lean towards Briz. I'm giving it to Briz. I'm predicting Briz. I'm predicting the upset.
I'm taking Briz over Verb just because I don't think Verb's gonna take it seriously. But I wouldn't be shocked if Verb came out and did like 5 showtimes just to fucking be like, you know what? I didn't care versus Caustic. I didn't care versus these guys. This goes to show that the names don't matter to me. I just want to put a good performance together. And this is an original card. This might excite Verb in a weird way. So, you know, I think aye-verb's just gonna do good, you know what I mean? It's kind of funny how the lights on us now, and it wasn't like 2 minutes ago. It's kind of slick. But, you know, Briz, Rothstein, aye-verb, I think I gotta give the advantage to Briz. But if aye-verb, if the best aye-verb shows up, obviously Briz isn't gonna win, you know what I mean? So
I'm going with Briz.
Me too.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Hey,
even if he showtimes, I'm still going with Briz.
What if Briz does a showtime?
That would be amazing.
Like 75 of them.
Briz, you should do 15 showtimes.
All right. Now to the feature main event: Charlie Clips versus T-Top. I have to do that in a Spanish accent. I don't know why. T-Top versus Charlie Clips. This is a great matchup. Would you say T-Top is the best one out of the rookies?
No.
Marketable.
Arguably, he's one of the best ones.
Okay, why do you think he got this matchup versus Clips? Because this is interesting. A lot of people I've actually seen some comments like wondering why it was him. Why do you think T-Top got it?
Didn't he win the URL UFF shit?
Yeah, and not to mention I feel he's the most marketable one. And, you know.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I think his style and I think his presence. I think he's ready. He showed it against John. So this is an interesting matchup. What do you think's gonna happen?
I think Charlie Clips is going to style all over him, you know what I'm saying? I think he's going to like, T-Top is going to tell his stories, and it's going to be hot. He's going to slow the room down. He's going to build it up, and it's going to be theatric. Then this nigga Charlie Clips is going to come in and tell him what his grandmother told him. Fucking just
tell him what room he's in the house.
Yeah, just fucking just hit this nigga with all types of rebuttals and freestyles, and going to have everybody laughing. And
well, here's my shit. Clips against Sharon, not impressive. I heard he had personal issues, but I mean he just didn't show up with his best material. Clips against Ilmac, not impressive. Does he take T-Top seriously?
I don't know. Charlie Clips versus Marv. A lot of people think he came light on that one.
Against Heartless as well. So I mean, does he take?
I still think he arguably won that battle. So
okay, I will say this: if he shows up light against T-Top, T-Top has a chance to really like make him look bad. Because T-Top, I think, can win that room and can win that crowd over with his swag and people like him.
Well, honestly, you can say that about any one of these rookies. If the vet doesn't take them seriously, then it's quiet for men.
Right. But, I think T-Top has the presence though to like really. He's the guy that a lot of people think can take a room over like Charlie. But what I've been told, Clips Live is a whole nother beast. You know what I mean? Than a lot of these guys, and this is what's being said. So I'm hearing T-Top live is incredible. I'm like you got to see him live. So that's what makes this style interesting and this style matchup interesting. I give the advantage to Clips. Obviously, we're saying the same shit over again. Vet's advantage of the experience, but I wouldn't be shocked to see T-Top have a breakout performance and you know, and be an uprising star. And
we're underestimating the underdog effect as well. You know what I mean? I don't think that's going to happen in this battle.
No.
But I think a lot of these battles, there's going to be a little bit of underdog effect. Because I feel like Briz and T-Top, Prep, all these things, they all got like a little bit of following. You know what I mean? Like people want to see them do well. They want new blood. You know what I mean? They want new lifeblood. So I'm going with Charlie though.
It's a great card, man. We covered it, man. Hey, this is a great card. I honestly, I'm excited for it as a battle rap fan, and I think the battle rap community is excited for it. The URL rookies versus vets card. I think we covered it, man. I mean, are you excited for this event?
I am. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to get me excited for a card, which I thought the blackout, the way they did it, you didn't know who was who. That added some excitement. It's hard for me to get excited about a card, but this card is very interesting.
I'm a busy person. I would have never done this fucking vlog if I wasn't excited. Very excited for this. Rap Grid, Nino Bless, my homeboy.
Aak.
Live from
Cuba.
Shout out to Tupac. Peace.